You slide out of your mother somewhere in Southeast Asia. You're blind and can't see anything around you, so you crawl forward on instinct until you bump into something warm. It's your mother's belly, and your sibling is already there pressed against her fur. You need to feed, so you shove your way in and start nursing beside them. Skip forward 3 weeks. Your eyes open for the first time, and the world comes into view. The den is just a hole in the trunk with bark peeling off the edges. You need to explore, so you crawl toward the opening where light spills in. But the edge comes faster than you expect, and you tumble out, falling through the air before slamming into the ground below. The impact knocks the breath out of you. You lie there in the dead leaves trying to move, but your legs won't respond right away. Then you hear scraping above. Your mother is climbing down the trunk with her claws digging into the bark, tearing off chunks as she descends. She reaches the ground and walks straight toward you. Her jaws close around the loose skin on your neck, and she lifts you off the ground, carrying you back up the tree. Inside the den, she drops you beside your sibling. They're awake now, staring at you while you catch your breath. Your mother settles back into her spot, and both of you crawl toward her to feed again. She doesn't stop you. You're helpless for now, but your body is already changing. You're 3 months old now, clinging to your mother's back as she climbs a tall tree. Her claws sink into the bark with each step, pulling both of you higher off the ground. She stops at a termite nest built into the trunk and tears it open with her front paws, making wood splinter and fall. Then she sticks her tongue deep inside the hole, pulling out clumps of squirming termites that she swallows in one go. You need to eat too, so you scramble off her back and try to reach the same opening. But your claws are too small and can't break through the harder parts of the nest. So you look at the edge where she already tore it open, catching whatever termites spill out onto the bark. Your sibling climbs up beside you and shoves their head into the same spot, forcing you to move to the side. Your mother climbs higher toward a cluster of figs hanging from a thin branch. You follow her up and bite into one of the fruits, making juice burst into your mouth and run down your chin. Then something moves in the leaves just above your head. A vine snake drops toward you with its body uncoiling fast. You jerk backward trying to get away, but your claws lose their grip on the branch and you start sliding down the trunk. You dig in hard with all 4 paws, scraping against the bark until you finally stop on a lower branch. Your mother and sibling keep eating above you like nothing happened. You stay where you are for a while, catching your breath before climbing back up to join them. Climbing gets you to the food, but one wrong move and you'll fall farther than before. Skip forward a bit and you're 8 months old now. You and your sibling are wrestling on a thick branch, biting and shoving each other back and forth. The play gets rougher and your sibling clamps their teeth down on your ear, refusing to let go no matter how hard you shake. So you shove back with all your weight, making both of you lose balance and tumble off the branch together. You hit the ground first, with your sibling landing on top of you, knocking the air out of your chest. Then your mother appears and swats you both apart with one paw, growling once before walking away. You and your sibling separate and don't go near each other for the rest of the day. The next morning you wake up and your sibling is gone. Your mother must have led them away while you were sleeping, leaving you alone in the den for the first time. You wait for hours, but neither of them comes back. Your stomach starts to hurt from hunger, so you need to find food on your own. You climb down the tree and walk until you find a rotting log lying across the forest floor. You tear into it with your claws, ripping the bark away and exposing hundreds of beetle larvae squirming in the soft wood underneath. You start eating them one by one. Then a monitor lizard appears on the other side of the log, with its tongue flicking in and out. It moves toward the same spot where you're feeding, so you stand up on your back legs and swipe your claws through the air between you. The lizard stops, watches you for a moment, then backs away slowly before turning and walking into the bushes. You're not fully grown yet, but you're learning that most animals will leave if you make yourself look bigger than you are. You're 1.5 years old now, walking through the forest looking for food. Your stomach is empty and you need to eat, so you climb a tree searching for fruit or insects. Halfway up the trunk, you stop because there's a smell coming from above that's stronger than anything else around you. You keep climbing toward it until you see a massive beehive hanging from a thick branch with bees crawling all over the outside. You need the honey inside, so you reach for the hive with both paws and tear into it, ripping chunks of honeycomb free and making bees pour out in every direction. They cover your face and shoulders instantly, stinging your nose, your ears, and the skin around your eyes. But you keep eating, swallowing honey and larvae while more bees swarm over your body. Your thick fur protects most of your skin, but your face has less coverage, so the stings hurt more there. You keep pulling at the hive anyway, stuffing honeycomb into your mouth as fast as you can. Then your face starts to swell from the stings, making it harder to see, so you drop from the branch and hit the ground hard. You roll onto your back and rub your face in the dirt, trying to scrape the bees off. Some fly away, but others keep stinging until you roll again and crush them. After a while, they stop, so you lie there breathing hard with your face swollen. A troop of macaques moves through the trees above you, jumping from branch to branch. One throws a stick that lands near your head, but you don't move. Eventually, you stand up and walk away, still licking honey off your claws. The swelling will go down after a few days, and when it does, you'll remember where that hive is so you can come back for more. Skip forward, and you're 3 years old now. You're digging into a termite mound at the base of a tree, tearing chunks away and licking up the insects that pour out. Then you hear something move in the bushes behind you, so you turn around and see a tiger walking out from the undergrowth with its eyes locked on you. You need to look bigger, so you stand up on your back legs and spread your arms wide. The tiger stops and watches you for a moment, then takes a step forward. You open your mouth and make a loud barking sound, swinging your claws through the air, but the tiger doesn't back away. Instead, it lowers its body and starts moving to the side, trying to circle around you. You can't outrun it on the ground, so you turn and run straight for the nearest tree. Your claws dig into the bark, and you pull yourself up as fast as you can, climbing higher with each step. The tiger charges forward and leaps, its claws scraping the trunk just below your back legs, but you're already out of reach. Climbing up to a branch thick enough to hold your weight.
The tiger paces below the tree, looking up at you and growling. You stay where you are, gripping the branch and watching it move back and forth. After a while, the tiger stops pacing and walks away into the forest, disappearing behind the trees. You wait on the branch for a long time before climbing back down. When you reach the ground, the termite mound is destroyed and scattered across the dirt, so you move on to find food somewhere else. You're 5 years old now, walking through the forest when you pick up a scent that's stronger than anything you've tracked before. You need to follow it, so you start moving in the direction it's coming from, crossing streams and climbing over fallen logs for hours. Eventually, you find a female sun bear eating figs in a tall tree, tearing them off the branches and chewing them slowly. You need to get closer, so you climb into the same tree and move toward her along a thick branch. She stops eating and watches you, then swipes her claws through the air between you, making you back up toward the trunk. But you don't leave the tree. Instead, you sit on a lower branch and watch her finish eating. After a while, she climbs down and starts walking through the forest. You follow behind her, keeping enough distance so she doesn't swipe at you again. She stops at a shallow pool and drinks from it, then lies down in the shade beside the water. You need to try again, so you move closer with your steps slow and careful. This time, she doesn't swipe or move away. She just turns her head and looks at you. So you walk up beside her and lie down. You stay with her for the next few days, following her to different parts of the forest and resting when she does. Then, one morning you wake up and she's already gone, walking away through the trees. You don't follow her this time. Instead, you turn and walk in the opposite direction, back toward your own territory. Sun bears like you only stay together long enough to mate, and once that's done, you go back to living alone. The forest is big enough for both of you, but not in the same place. You're 8 years old now, and your body moves slower than it used to. You're climbing a tall tree toward a beehive you can see hanging from a branch near the top, digging your claws into the bark and pulling yourself up. You need the honey inside, so you keep climbing, even though the branches are getting thinner. Halfway up, you step onto a branch that snaps under your weight, making you grab for another one to catch yourself. But that branch breaks too, so you fall straight down. You crash through smaller branches on the way down, each one hitting your body and slowing you just a little before you slam into the ground. Your back leg twists sideways when you land, and something inside it pops. You try to stand up, but the leg won't hold your weight properly, so you fall back down onto your side. You need water, so you drag yourself across the forest floor using your front legs until you reach a shallow stream. Then you lie in the water for hours, drinking and letting it run over your body. Eventually, you force yourself up again with the bad leg hanging loose beneath you. You can walk on it, but every step hurts, and you can't put your full weight down anymore. You need to eat, so you limp to the nearest tree and find a small termite nest in the roots at the base. You tear it open with your claws and eat slowly, resting between bites. A wild boar walks past close by, with its snout pushing through the dirt and leaves. You stay still and watch it, but it doesn't look at you or stop moving. After a while, it disappears into the bushes. The leg will never work the same way again, and every climb from now on will be harder and more dangerous than before. You're 10 years old now, limping through the forest on your bad leg. Your stomach is empty and you need to eat, so when you spot a durian fruit lying on the ground, you walk toward it. You crack it open with your claws and start eating the soft flesh inside, taking bite after bite. Then a clouded leopard drops from the tree above and lands on your back, with its claws sinking into your shoulders. You roar and stand up on your back legs trying to throw it off, but the leopard bites down on the back of your neck with its teeth piercing deep, so you stumble forward and slam into the base of the tree. The impact shakes the leopard loose, and it falls beside you in the leaves. You swing your claws hard and rake them across its face, making blood run from a cut above its eye. The leopard backs away and starts circling you. Your bad leg buckles and you fall onto your side. You try to get back up, but your body doesn't move the way it should. The leopard watches you for a moment, then moves in again. This time, you don't fight back. Life as a sun bear might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild.